Hey young world, you know what it is, how y'all doing? It's Kalonji Changa, National Chief Coordinator and founder of the FTP movement. And I'm also the author of How to Build a People's Army. Basically, that's our latest project. My latest project, How to Build a People's Army, is a practical guide to successful community organizing. You know, I felt like nowadays there aren't too many reference points to modern organizing. You know, oftentimes we hear folks talk about revolution and freedom fight and all that good stuff, and it's nothing practical. You know, it's become costume. It's become a lot of fashionable militancy and empty rhetoric. So I wanted to bring it back to basics. I wanted to talk about things that you don't hear about too often in movement and struggle. We wanted to talk about family first. You know, we wanted to talk about the basic level of organizing before you can have any organizing. Respect. We wanted to talk about loyalty. We wanted to talk about love and discipline, protocol, principles, things that are missing in today's society. You know, so How to Build a People's Army, it's not a heavy-duty, scholarly type piece. It's a piece that takes it back to the beginning, to the origins, because of the fact that we know that you can't get to Z without going through the rest of the alphabets. So, beyond, a Facebook thumbs up or a tweet, we wanted to bring it back to the real world. So that's what How to Build a People's Army is all about. We're looking to show folks how to create programs, how to develop programs from a basic standpoint. So, pick up the book, be advised that it's here, How to Build a People's Army, FTP movement. You can find it at http ftpmovement.ning.com. That's www for all you old school cats, www.ftpmovement.ning.com. Or email me direct, defendingthepoor@yahoo.com for any criticisms or whatever. You can also find it on the mainstream, lamestream, if you go to Barnes & Noble and some of these other different carriers, Amazon, places like that. But we'll just check us out live at RATHSI Publishing, because that's where it's coming from.
Brother Kalonji, Jahi Muhammad with the Memo online newsletter. Yes. Who did you have in mind when you were writing this book? Or what was the inspiration and impetus for you putting pen to paper to say, okay, let me give an outline or a blueprint? Who did you have in mind for?
I had in mind the masses, particularly the youth, because of the fact that I know that, in today's generation, we look at, we kind of look at the 60s movement or the 60s era as the professionals. You know what I mean? We look at the 60s era as the moral rudder, more or less, to how to organize. And the reality is, the 60s wasn't the start of revolution, it wasn't the end of revolution. It was an era, just like, it is now. And I wanted to, kind of remind folks that even during the 60s, it was young folks who got together, and it was through trial and error. They kind of bucked the system, they rebelled against their elders a little, and they learned and they went through trial and error. So our whole thing is we got to continue to move forward. A lot of people want to remix the 60s, and we're not looking to do that. We're looking to usher in a new era. There's modern so-called technology, and along with that modern technology, there's low-intensity warfare. So we wanted to kind of make it plain for folks. So that's what How to Build a People's Army about. It's something that I kind of use the trial and everything myself, and this is just lessons learned from my elders and ancestors. It says nothing new under the sun. It's just how we make it. So that's what it's all about.
Okay. Did you get any endorsement from any of the brothers and sisters from the romanticized 60s that you showed your work to? Did you get any feedback from any of them?
Oh, absolutely. The thing is, with us, we continuously work with brothers and sisters from who were Black Panthers and members of RAM, the Revolutionary Action Movement, also the Black Liberation Army and SNCC, so on and so forth. So it hasn't been a situation where we just, where I just decided to go out on my own, thinking that I'm some type of genius or whatever. I sought counsel. In fact, the foreword is written by Shaka Authentic, who's the chairman of the Black August Organizing Committee, one of George Jackson's men. So that kind of shows you the level of community organizing that we went towards. You know, so again, we saw plenty of counsel from elders and ancestors. You know what?